84 car, Garrett Tillman. All right, here we go. B feature number 1. And I tell you what, we got some good cars in these B features. Right there on the front row, you got James Floyd in the number 42. Dalton Imhoff in his 96 car on his outside. Row number 3, you got Donnie Miller in the number I believe that's Donnie Miller in the number 26. Pardon me, that is Lewis Jackson, 28K. Lewis Jackson, 28K inside row number 2. Michael Muskrat on the outside, the 164 as the green flag comes out. James Floyd is going to be your leader as they come off of turn number 4. Imhoff sliding back to the number 3 spot. Here comes the number 12 car on the bottom side. And problems for the 164. And it looks like we're going to stay under green. The 11X car also with problems. Off the pace as well. And the 11X going back to the pit area. Jerry Schmidt out of this race. Meanwhile, out on the track, way up front, it is Floyd. Right now with a huge lead in that number 42. And that is Miller in the 26M. Miller in the 26M right now running in the number 2 spot. Imhoff back in the 3rd spot in the number 96. And driving his way up to the number 4 spot is Justin Jarrett in the number 12. Floyd way out in front. We've got a caution over here in turn number 2. Caution in turn number 2. It's going to be the number 27 car. And I believe that's Derek Henson. I believe that's Derek Henson, the number 27D. Kind of hard to see from here. He is going to the pit area. Grayson McKinney, the 05 car in the number 5 spot. Josh Halbrook running in 6th. Terry Ray in the number 21 station wagon, bringing up the last spot right now. Here we go, caution. No longer, green flag is out. And James Floyd picking up where he left off. Leading this race. Keep your eye on this battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Miller right now pretty solidly in that number 2 spot in the number 26. A good battle between Imhoff, Jarrett, and McKinney. Now McKinney may be falling off just a little bit. Here they come off turn number 4. James Flood, your leader. White flag is going to be coming out. One more lap to go. Things are getting pretty tight back there for that number 3 spot. Jarrett and Imhoff made a little bit of contact through 3 and 4 the last time. Here they come off at turn number 4. Your winner is going to be James Flood. Number 2 spot's going to go to Miller. Imhoff will get 3rd, and Jarrett will finish close 4th. And McKinney finishing up in the number 5 spot. Yeah, top 3 advancing, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier. Top 3 cars will advance to the A main. So number 12 car going to Tech. Just in case one of those top 3 do not pass, he has to Tech as well. But we are taking the top 3 cars. All right, here we go. B main number 2. It's going to be Kris Tonoli in the number 71. Terry Muskrat in the number 64. Alan Perryman in the number 3. Brad Gideon in the number 11 up on the front row. Lewis Jackson in the number 28, red and white. White car, red number. Row number 2. Row number 3 on the inside, Sundance keeper, 6, 7, 8. Right behind them, you got Shane Bias in the silver bullet. Number 40B on the inside. Up on the top of him is going to be the number 14. Buddy Owens. And the number 10, Eric Hopper in the number 10. Steve Beach in the 10 as well, as we got problems right off the get-go. And we got Tonoli, who started up there at the front, sideways over here in turn number 1. And Bias over there in turn number 2, and that's silver bullet number 40. And he may have some big problems, as you saw the car hop along there. Rough ride for Bias in the number 40, and I'm afraid he has probably broke something in that number 40 car. And as the safety crews work over there, looks like there's a drive shaft right there. Safety worker getting ready to pick up that drive shaft. And I tell you what, folks, I know maybe you probably have too. I've seen a drive shaft catapult a car over on its top before. And Shane Bias took a pretty rough ride over there in turn number 2. And in fact does drop the drive shaft out of that car. Tough break for Tonoli, and a tough break for bias in the number 40 car. That puts us under caution right away, and that's going to shake up our lineup just a little bit. Bob Barnett, number 27, back there towards the back. Didn't call his name out earlier. And so want to call out Bob Barnett, number 27. Been kind of a rough night here tonight at the Springfield Raceway. Been around racing a lot over the years, and it just seems like it works this way. If you have 4 cautions, you'll have 40 cautions. It's just something about it in the air, and you get cautions, and then that's all you get all night long is cautions. And some nights you run green flag after green flag after green flag. It's no really rhyme or reason for it. Tonight, it's one of those nights where cautions have ruled the night. And I don't know about you fans, but I think that kind of sucks. But we'll hope for better as we get the night goes on. The track cools off. The wind has died down just a little bit, maybe not much. That flag's still standing out there pretty straight. A lot of things contribute to cautions, and hopefully we can overcome that as the night goes along. That's going to put Brad Gideon on the front row. Muskrat on his outside. Jackson on the inside, row number 2 in the 28. Alan Perryman in the number 3. Keeper in the 6, 7, 8. Buddy Owens in the number 14. Barnett, the 27. And then you got a pair of 10s back there. Beach in the 10. And Martin, or Hopper, make that Hopper in the Truckster, number 10. Green flag out one more time. B feature at number 2 for your factory stocks. Yeoman Racing Engines sponsored event here tonight as they come off of turn number 4. It's going to be Brad Gideon with the lead in the number 11. Problems for Owens. He spins it around right here on the front stretch. And you can see that left front, a little bit askew there, and didn't really see how all that transpired watching the leaders as they came off of the corner across the start-finish line. Tough break for Buddy Owens in the number 14. All right, going to have some stuff to give away again. We want to thank all of the people that brought stuff to our kids. And I want to let you know at intermission for the kids right down here behind the grandstand, we got cupcakes and goodies back here for all the kids. So come on back here, get you some of that. Want to thank all the people that's brought stuff. I know Keith Pratt, our flagman, has brought some candy for the kids. Jerry Hoffman has given me some cash and some other things to give away to the kids, and I appreciate that. We got Mexican Villa coupons, free kids meals, free queso at Mexican Villa. All these things to give away. We're going to try to do that at the intermission. As the tow truck makes it back over here now. Began to wonder if they was on strike there for a little while. Keeps them pretty busy though. They really work their tail off down there in that tow truck. They all over the place, from the pits to the track to the infield to the pits. And it keeps them busy all night long. All right, getting the 14 car hooked up. Again, $2,031 the payday to win this race tonight. $231 to start. Little Buck 31, presented by Springfield Raceway, Yeoman Racing Engines in Galena, Kansas. I was just getting ready to say I say $5. The hood don't stay on the top of that car. But Buddy Owens holding on to it, trying to make sure it does stay on top of that car. And they'll make the wide turn over there, take that car into turn number 3. Folks, if you haven't already, go down to the concession stand, get you some coffee, some hot dogs, burgers, nachos, all that kind of good stuff to warm you up and fill your belly. As the sun sets, it's going to cool off considerably. All right, we may get a green flag this time. Looks like the lights are off. We are going to go green. Gideon's going to be your leader in the number 11 car. Off turn number 4, Gideon leads them in. Here they go door to door in turns number 3 and 4. Gideon, your leader. Muskrat right there in that number 2 spot, trying to make his way around on the outside, running right there in the middle of the track right now. Good battle for the number 3 spot. Right now it's Jackson in the number 28. Lewis Jackson has that number 3 spot. A little contact between him and the 27 of Barnett as they came into turn number 3. Barnett making his way up there into the number 4 spot. Sundance Keeper rounds out your top 5. Top 3 moves on to the feature. Off of turn number 4 they go. Down to the bottom, it's the number 28 car of Jackson. Trying to pick up that number 2 spot. He has it. Off turn number 4 they come. Sundance Keeper up to the number 4 spot. Now Barnett back trying to get underneath him. They make contact going into turn number 1. Barnett comes back out with the number 4 spot again. Here we go, into turn number 4. Contact between the 27 and the 64. Sundance Keeper will go right between them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Muskrat, the 64 car, left the door open just enough that Barnett took it in there pretty hard, pretty deep. They made a little contact. The 64 car gets up in the air. And I'm not sure if the 27 thought he could get around him, but got back in the gas and just flat out run over the top of the 64 car. I'm sure that's not what he had in mind, but that is what happened. Tough break. The 27 car was really coming up through the field. Looked like he was going to maybe have something to finish up there in the top three. And I will be surprised if he is able to continue, but right now he drives that 27 car away. But it looks like he will take a hard right turn. To the pits. And a tough break. Well, boy, Sundance Keeper is going to be the beneficiary of all of that. You can see the 64 car as he goes off speedway. The front end of the car just tore off where the 27 went over the top. Flat tire on the left front. Tough break for two hard chargers. All right, our lineup is good. Brad Gideon doing a good job up there trying to hold off this field in at number 11. Jackson in the number 2 spot. Keeper running in 3rd. Perryman 4th. Then you got the 10s of Beach and Martin. And now the 27. Back on the speedway, Bob Barnett. Here we go. Green flag's back in the air. Keep an eye on that number 27. Up front, it's going to be a battle right now for the number 3 spot, the final transfer spot. Coming off of turn number 4, it's going to be Sundance Keeper on the bottom. Perryman looking at the top. Keeper keeping it down on the bottom side. Now he's challenging for the number 2 spot with Jackson. Jackson gives him just a little bit of an opening. He's going to take it. Sundance Keeper up to the number 2 spot. Jackson back to 3rd. Perryman now running in 4th. Coming off at turn number 4. Brad Gideon still your leader. Sundance Keeper in the number 2 spot. Jackson running 3rd. Perryman running 4th. Caution may be coming out. We got a car spinning in turn number 4. And Barnett once again bringing out the caution, this time for a spin by himself off the exit of turn number 3. Lights are off. We're going to go back under green. Quick caution. Brad Gideon looking to hold off this field. I believe we have 2 laps to go as the 27 car goes back to the pits again. And Perryman will bring out the caution down in turns 1 and 2. All right, lights are off on the speedway. Safety crew doing some quick work over there between 1 and 2, but where Perryman came to a rest. Green, white checkers. We get ready to go back under the green flag. Can Sundance keeper sneak in there and pick up the win? Is Jackson going to be able to hold off the rest of this field to finish in the top 3 in that final transfer spot? We'll find out here shortly as the green flag comes out. Sundance keeper right on the bumper of Gideon. Now Gideon pulls away a little bit as they go off into turn number 3. 3 cars battling back there for the number 4 spot. Meanwhile, white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Brad Gideon going to try to hold on. Here we come through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be the number 11 car, Brad Gideon. Sundance keeper second. Jackson will finish 3rd.